The horn! The horn! The horn! Hey, fine. Come here. No. Hey, what rhymes with horn? Horn. Horn rhymes with horn. Yeah, the horn is born.
Oh, knock off the poetry, you guys. I'm tired.
Let's find some dames.
Not even my car.
Well, whose car is it anyway?
It's my car. Get out of it before I call the police.
Hey, he's a tough guy.
How would you like to get through work, walk out, and find someone sprawled all over your car, sitting in it and making a mess out of it?
All you have to do is ask nice, man. You don't have to come up yelling you're gonna call the cops.
Oh, let it go. Let's go down to the Black Rose and forget this weeping willow.
You ought to lock your car, man, so nobody can sit in it.
That's right, mister. You'd be surprised how many guys have lost their cars that way.
You guys are so tough. You cheap, drunken bums.
Oh, yeah?
What are you doing?
Cheap, drunken bums, huh? Oh, cheap, busting drugs, huh? Help! Stop it! Stop it! Joe, he's dead.
Come here, Potter.
Turn out the headlights, Joe.
Listen, Potter. The man is dead. What are we gonna do?
It was an accident, wasn't it? He started the fight.
Shut up, Turk. The man is dead. What are we gonna do, huh, Potter?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know, huh? Well, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take your handkerchief and we're gonna wipe away all the fingerprints on this car. Then we're all gonna go down to the Black Swan and we're gonna pick up some dames. Just like nothing happened because we're all involved, you understand?
The man is dead, sir.
Listen, think. You got us because you wanted color for your poems. Great. You got the color. But don't write no poems about us, you understand?
Hey, Joe. Joe. He'll spill. But what do you want us to do? Shh. I know a place. We'll take him and hide him out until things calm down. Well, you like the idea?
Come on, give me a handkerchief.
It was chilly in Greenwich Village, and most of the Beat Generation activity was indoors. However, the few who were not allergic to fresh air were on the streets. Behind the beards and the no makeup and in front of the ponytails were mostly pretty nice kids. Right now, they believe in abstract art and poetry. Zen Buddhism, faith or folly. Dylan Thomas, success or failure. Is the Beat Generation really beat or merely deadbeat? Later on, they'll believe in shaving, money, women, children, and maybe station wagons. As for myself, I was headed for Scott Fenwick's studio. He had sent for me. Urgent, he said. I assumed he wanted me to contribute to his avant-garde poetry magazine.
For emulation has 1,000 songs that one by one pursue. Running, falling, vomiting forth cobras enamored of fire escapes. If you give way, or hedge aside from the direct forthright, like to an entered tide, they all rush by and leave you hindmost. One could pass valuable hours, perhaps days, doing nothing but hanging by one's earlobes, strung by a thin white-hot wire, burning with ecstasy. Up through eternity and further, I myself have often succumbed, knowing not of brown and white saddle shoes, or dim high stone portals, knowing only of Guanajuato and the jelly-covered invaders gazing idly at the Chartreuse swan, shrieking with vicious...
That dreary line wrecks the entire poem.
What's up, the loan company foreclosing on the magazine?
No, dear Johnny. I'm worried. This is your department. Strange messages have been appearing in the personals column.
Which column is that?
It's a service column for anyone who wants to buy or sell an old typewriter, adopt a Siamese kitten, or correspond with a kindred soul about W.H. Auden or T.S. Eliot. They're in now, you know. Read this. It appeared 2 issues ago.
To Abelard, are you in trouble? Will understand. Signed, Elwaz. Scott.
It strikes me there's some sort of code involved. Now, read this one.
To Abelard, is it money? I am willing to share whatever I have. Terribly worried. Elwaz. Abelard walked out on Elwaz because he didn't have the cash to take her out anymore. But she's still in love with him, and she's willing to share the wealth. Mystery solved, okay?
No, Johnny. This one came in today for the next issue. Read it.
Abelard, find me at the Cockatoo any night at 10. We'll wait 5 days, then must go to the police. You're desperate, Elwaz. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, I send it to the missing persons.
Name me one cop that'll go looking for Elwaz and Abelard.
I wouldn't blame him.
That's why I'm asking you, dear Johnny. I know something is wrong. There's a genuine cry for help in these messages.
Scott, your heart is as soft as your head from coddling bad poets.
All I ask, dear Johnny, is that you help find out who these 2 people are. Will you do that much?
Yes, now you get me your subscription list and we'll go over the names, all right?
I've checked. There's nothing there. Besides, there are literally hundreds.
All right, we'll have some coffee at the Cockatoo. Maybe we'll ask Elwaz to join us.
Well, their espresso is so moldy.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go.
Your Elwise is right here, Johnny.
Not tonight, my Elwaz.
Some other night? I'm free 7 days in a row starting tomorrow.
Then we'll make it tomorrow, okay?
Thanks, dear Johnny.
If this is a wild Elwaz chase, I'll never give another dollar to that magazine of yours.
But you're already down for a free subscription.
Night. Scott,
Yes, dear boy.
I'm gonna ask you one question. You're not gonna publish that poem you just read, are you?
Oh, yes, I'll publish it, but I will never print that Chartreuse swan shrieking line.
Tomorrow.
At Waldo's.
I'll see you there.
I've been there before and you've never seen me.
Now I know what to look for. You never know when you're headed for trouble. We only wanted to find a girl who called herself Elwaz and have a cup of espresso. A bumper crop this night. Would-be actors, would-be writers, and genuine tourists. Look, you go that way and I'll go this way, all right?
Right, dear boy.
Play it cool, man.
Elwaz? Hey, are you Elwaz?
Êtes-vous Eloise, ma chérie?
Scott. Scott. Could she be the one?
Cherchez la femme, dear Johnny.
Elwaz? Supposing Abelard doesn't come. What if he didn't read the ads? Why don't you tell me what the matter is? Maybe I can help.
Well, how can you help?
Try me.
Can you find him? He's disappeared and he's been gone for weeks.
Who, Abelard?
Well, his name is Dick Potter.
Why did you put the ad in this?
Because he had some poems published in the magazine. They were beautiful poems.
What does he do for a living?
Well, he's been living on an allowance. I know he's in trouble.
Scott! Scott! Here's your Elwaz. Abelard's a poet. He works for you. Dick Potter. You know him?
Yes, I know Dick. I haven't seen him in a while. What's he got to do with Abelard?
Well, I used to call him that because he was always trying to teach me, to express his ideas to me.
Then you had a quarrel.
No, he simply disappeared.
Maybe he wanted to disappear.
No, you don't understand. We've been together for 2 years. You know when someone's in love with you.
When did you last see him?
It was 2 days ago. It was just a glimpse near Washington Square.
Did you speak to him?
I called to him. I even ran after him. But I lost him somehow. I know he saw me, but he wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't stop. He was dirty and scraggly, and he had a beard. He had a beard, and he hated me.
We'll find him, dear child.
Any idea why he might have gone into hiding?
No,
When did you last see him? I mean, before you saw him in the square.
it was Thursday, 6 weeks ago. He went out with 2 friends. I didn't like them. I never met them, but I didn't like what he told me about them. They were from the waterfront. One's name was Turk something.
I know them, Turk and Joe. Dick and I once made the rounds of the bars together, some of the waterfront dives. Well, Dick had this ridiculous idea that if he's ever to become a great poet, he has to experience life in the raw.
Any idea where I can find this Turk guy?
Well, we met them in a pool room on West Houston Street. I think they said they work for the Morrison line as stevedores or some foolish thing.
Will you find him?
If he's around, we'll find him. I phoned the Morrison line and found out there were 2 longshoremen called Turk and Joe who worked the morning shift at the 3rd Street Pier. I hoped they'd be helpful. The average longshoreman is a pretty good guy. Hey, your name Turk?
That's right. Is yours?
No. My name's Staccato, John Staccato. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a guy named Dick Potter. You know him?
Yeah. My poet. You know, he used to teach us how to be educated.
You seen him around lately?
No, not lately. See, we used to have some beers together. You know, I like drinking with a poet, but he suddenly stopped coming around. So now, there's nobody left to drink with except a niggering guy like my buddy Joe here.
Why are you looking for him?
He's missing. His girlfriend's worried about him.
You make a living looking for lost boyfriends?
The kid's probably, found himself another dame. For a poet, he sure had a roving eye. And I'd be the same way, except my wife will knock me for a loop.
His girlfriend said that you two are the last to see him.
Now, look, Max, we work here for a living, see, and we don't have time to do disappearing acts. I just told you we haven't seen him.
Look, you tell that girl that there are a lot of bearded poets in Greenwich Village. The alleys are full of them. They all look the same. Come on, Turk, they pay us to hustle with the crates.
Yeah, well, I hope you find the kid. And do me a favor. If you see him, tell him he owes me $10, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Okay. Come around and see us again, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, if I need help, I will. considered one interesting equation. Not seeing a bearded poet recently equaled one hairy lie. 6 weeks ago, according to Elwaz, Potter's chin was clean. With Turk and Joe lying, I had to go somewhere else for my information. I went to see Sergeant Sullivan.
Hey, the wife and I were talking about you last night. When are you coming over and giving the kid a lesson? He hates his piano teacher.
Listen, I'll make a first-rate jazz musician out of that kid yet. How's business?
Too good for this hour. What can I do for you, Johnny?
You can let me take a look at the reports at the beginning of last month, so.
Oh, that would be breaking every rule of the manual, Johnny. Only the mayor can okay you looking through this. Look, Johnny, will you do me a favor? Will you look after the office? I have to go down to the fingerprint department and see about a kidnapped dog.
My friend Sully, a great guy. No respect for red tape. Bank robberies, holdups, narcotics, and one unsolved murder. Man killed in savage beating in Coney Island parking lot. The hoodlums got away. No witnesses. Happened on a Thursday night 6 weeks ago. Time-wise, it fit. I figured the quickest way to check this out would be to go to see Turk and Joe. It was after working hours, so I went to the Houston Street pool hall. Try banking him. Uh-oh, should have banked it.
I didn't ask for advice.
Don't mind Joe. But you should sneak up on a guy when he's trying to make a shot. Hey, say hello to Jane. Jane, my friend Johnny Pizza or something.
Pizza? Like pie? You're the only one I ever heard name that. Of course, I don't have any prejudice against names.
Well, thank you. This is more fun than Coney Island.
What about Coney Island?
Just an expression. Mean anything to you?
It does to me. I like Coney Island, but they won't ever take me.
Maybe they don't like the place anymore. I have a friend, Dick Potter, used to go there a lot. You know him?
The poet.
Why don't you go get a drink? I like you better in your usual condition.
Nerve. Who drinks? Me?
Yeah, you. Get a drink.
Look, why don't we all have a drink? Settle down and have a nice, long talk, huh?
Look, we just want a nice, quiet game. That's all I know.
Look, fella.
His name's Joe, not fella.
All right. Joe.
Well, what do you want?
I'm looking for Potter. I think he knows something about a murder in Coney Island 6 weeks ago.
Well, why don't you find him, wise guy? We want to play a little pool.
Mister, I don't want to see your face here around here
Come
tomorrow.
on, Turk. Why waste your time arguing with a cop, huh?
I'm not a cop. I'm a friend of Potter's. He's got a lot of friends.
Wise guy, would you like to
Let him alone, will you? Go down with your place. Come on, let's play a little pool now, will you? Come on, calm down.
All right, I'll see you around, fellas. It's for you, honey. This is for you to keep your mouth shut.
What are we gonna do?
We're in trouble.
Yeah, we drink too much. Next time I'll listen to my wife.
The way I figure it is, we got two choices. One is to see who Potter's friend is, to see if he's told anybody. Then we drop him. Or the other is we take no chances and kill the poet right off.
We gotta keep this up, huh?
You got a plan? I'll listen.
No, no plan.
All right, let's go.
You stay right here.
What's the matter?
Gotta kill you, kid.
You don't have to kill me. I won't tell. I stood here like you told me. I haven't tried to run.
Take one more step toward me and I'll blow your head off.
Where are you? Oh!
Stop it! Please stop it! Take go!
Operator, get me the police. I want to report a murder. Apartment 1B, 940 West 12. I'll wait for you. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
Sometimes you can hear and you can see, but you can't hear and you can't see. And it's a good thing the poet became a man just about the time I stopped seeing and feeling. This search for Abelard ended differently than I had figured. And after a couple of days in the hospital, I decided to stay uptown where I felt safer. Well, at least for a few days.